Hi, I'm Michelle Sterling for Friends of Science Society. We recently hosted Marijn Poels, the award-winning Dutch filmmaker, and he brought his film The Uncertainty Has Settled to Calgary and Edmonton. And one of the things that's interesting that he told us in interview is that some Western food fads are actually making people in developing nations much more poor, much more hungry, much more desperate. And why? Because we're catching on to their favorite local, cheap foods and causing the prices to rise.
A problem in globalization, food globalization, is that, for example, Ethiopia is a very good example. Ethiopia had for decades had its own local food. It was called injera or something. Yeah. Yeah, and that was local food because it was very, very cheap. And it was, even for the poor people, was pretty easy to buy the local food. Once the local food was introduced to Europe, it became sort of a hype for the Western world to go eat food by an Ethiopian restaurant. So that local food has globalized to the whole world, actually, which is in some cases a very good thing. But the problem was the local price rose, and the local people couldn't pay their own local food anymore because the prices were tripled. And so, in one way globalization is fine, and that we will able poor countries to distribute their food to our parts of the world, but we should be very careful in what we're doing. And by doing good, it's not mean that you're doing good, and that's what we are doing with globalization as well. We think that we're making the world as one place and unity, but we're forgetting that within these actions of doing good and trying to take care of the other, we're destroying another part of local habitats, local cultures, identities, and food prices, and disturbing a lot, and especially the poor people are always the victim.
So the next time you're eating some local food that's very popular in a developing nation elsewhere in the world, think about whether or not you're helping them or hurting them. For Friends of Science Society, I'm Michelle Sterling.